Lucille sighed. It's not a big deal. I asked. They said they had no seats available. You know how it is, baby. I'm all right. Shaq's brow furrowed. Still, he said, a hint of displeasure in his tone. You deserve better. At that moment, the gate agent, newly aware of who stood before them, nervously stepped up. Mr. O'Neill, we didn't realize you'd be traveling with us today, she stammered, offered a forced smile. Shaq eyed her calmly. I'd like my mother to sit up front, please. It wasn't a question. The agent gulped. Let me check if, well, we have no seats left in first class. Her voice trembled. People nearby began paying even closer attention. Some took photos or discreetly filmed. Shaq's expression remained steady, but there was an intensity in his gaze. Are you sure? She nodded anxiously. Yes, we're fully booked. Lucille reached for her son's hand. Shaquille, please, don't fuss. Let's just board. She stood, intending to accept her original seat. But Shaq, though known for his gentle nature, had a protective streak when it came to his mother. He took a deep breath, scanning the crowd. The tension grew thick. Moments later, a second gate agent arrived, wide-eyed. She recognized Shaq at once and realized that Lucille O'Neill had earlier been denied an upgrade. There was a swirl of confusion as staff conferred, some of them rummaging through seat charts. Meanwhile, passengers fidgeted, uncertain whether to board. Finally, Shaq stepped aside, pulling aside a manager who'd rushed to handle the situation. Shaq lowered his voice. I don't want drama, but you should know, I have a major stake in this airline. If you can't find a single seat for Lucille O'Neill, then we need to talk about policies. The manager's face went pale. Over the last few months, word had quietly spread that Shaq was part owner of a new airline venture. The manager stammered apologies, but Shaq calmly explained that his mother shouldn't have to beg for decent treatment, especially not for someone who had spent a lifetime raising him, supporting him through thick and thin. By now, passengers had begun boarding, all eyes on Lucille and Shaq. Some recognized the heartbreak in Lucille's face. She didn't want confrontation. She just wanted a peaceful flight. But it was out of her hands. Suddenly there was a commotion at the front of the line. A passenger from first class stepped forward, a gentleman in a suit. He looked determined. Miss O'Neill, he said, voice resonating through the hush, please take my seat. It would be an honor. Lucille blinked, emotion welling in her chest. Oh, sir, that's too kind. I can't ask you. You didn't ask, he cut in, smiling, and I insist. He handed his boarding pass to her. I'll take your seat. You deserve this. A wave of applause rippled through the area. People murmured in agreement, touched by the gesture. Lucille, teary-eyed, accepted the pass. She looked at Shaq. He gave her a nod, half smile on his lips. The manager, flustered, tried to salvage the airline's image.